Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The lone back's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft.
And they got him for the sack. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Offense getting set for 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about, because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Tight in, finds a soft spot. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot.
And they're on him, and a heartbeat, and down he goes. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon or the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Time to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now the play fake. He lets it fly. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. We saw it right here.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. Makes the catch down the right side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. After that completion, move the sticks. It's first down. He wants to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return. Final play of the quarter coming. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the ground with the back. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the missed connection on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
Let it bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 10 over Texas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference.
Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Seminole.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10, here he comes. Bulldozes his way through. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, no! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The fair catch called for and made. Onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Griffin. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Running back searching for a hole. Shakes off the defender. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Off play action on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He fires it out to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Bunch formation for these receivers. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got him this time. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Snap from the gun on third down. Takes the easy completion. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. The give out of the gun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down.
Oh, they blocked it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. And that fumble just lets the air out of what was a really impressive drive.
You got to finish drives, Reese. I mean, you're out here and you're executing and you're putting something together and you're building and you're creating momentum. You cannot turn the ball over and give all the momentum again back to your opponent.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to throw on second down. Getting some heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Motion from the offense. Try and play action. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The give to the tailback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Wide receiver shows motion. Third down play from the gun. He's got his man. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Back to the air one more time. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Fast motion from the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Florida State! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 10 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it to the back. At the 45 on his way. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
With the catch, it's Woods. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They'll try to power it in. He's not going to get there as this defense stops the two-point conversion attempt, and they hang on to this slim lead.
21, Alabama, 19.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida State 21, Alabama 19.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Shoots it to the left. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. keeping it on the ground with the single back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. He breaks a tackle. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown tie! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback, right?
He unleashes a long one. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll try the run. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Noles are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown Seminoles! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USF is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 34 over Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll try it over the left side. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. Looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Feeling some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking for a gap. It's Stoneburner.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him onto the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The receiver on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll set up to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the tackler. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout is called with just a single second left. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.